Pseudostratified, ciliated columnar epithelium. Wow, that's a mouthful. Okay, best place to see it, or a very good place to see it, is in the trachea. Now, this is a trachea, but it's been cut, and trachea is like a ring. The ends of the ring are overlapping. So this, imagine that going around to here, and it's just has folded up so that it's overlapping here. So this would be the inside of the trachea, and this would be the outside. So here we go. Let's take a look. This, of course, if you've taken a look at the connective tissue, that you will find is hyaline cartilage. That's what keeps the rings of the trachea open so that air can pass through. But what we want to look at is this. And this is a slightly different stain. This is not our standard H&E stain. This is a stain that makes connective tissue kind of bright bluey and stains this epithelium, in fact, all the epithelium, as this sort of reddish, burnt orange, burnt red kind of color. So it's very easy to see the edge of the epithelial tissue. It's right along here. That's where the basement membrane is. This, again, is the middle of the trachea, the lumen of the trachea. So this is the tissue that's lining the trachea. This would, again, be the basilar side of these cells. This is the apical side of these cells. So let's get a little bit closer. And what we see is basement membrane. We see these characteristic cilia. Oh my goodness. When you see cilia, think pseudostratified, ciliated columnar epithelium, because that's about the only tissue we look at that has those characteristic cilia. So this is pseudostratified. It looks like layers of cells, but in fact, each one of these cells touches the basement membrane. We'll just have to take the expert's word for it. It's not that clear from here. And then, of course, there are all these characteristic goblet cells. Here you can see this one is extruding some mucus into the lumen of the trachea. Let's get a little bit closer. And so all these are nuclei. They appear to be in stacks, but they're not. And each cell would have one nucleus, and each cell touches the basement membrane. So that makes it a simple epithelium. Again, no blood vessels anywhere in sight in the epithelium. We can see them when we go beneath that. This would be a blood vessel. These are cool little glands that, again, secrete mucus into the lumen of the trachea. And this is, what do you think? See, these cells are sort of round or square. It's an epithelium. There's no blood vessels. It's a single layer. So it's a simple, so these are simple cuboidal epithelial cells up there. But what we're looking at here is the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium.